St.Hilda, Abbess of Whitby, has sometimes been numbered among the dragon slayers, though more fitly she should have been classed with St. Patrick as a snake ridder. St. Patrick, we learn from grave and reverend chroniclers, betook himself to the summit of a commanding mountain in the west of Ireland, afterwards called Croagh Patrick, and from that height addressed all the snakes and toads of the Green Isle, decreeing their immediate and permanent banishment from the shores of that favoured land. The good St. Patrick at least spared the lives of the objectionable reptiles, whereas St.Hilda, the Yorkshire saint, had neither mercy nor toleration for them. Being grievously tormented by a great plague of snakes in the vicinity of her cloisters, she prayed so earnestly to heaven that the existence of these dangerous creeping things might be ended, that the offending snakes were forthwith turned into stone. For the corroboration of the legend, stone, fossil snakes are sometimes turned up at Whitby, but not one of the poor petrified creatures could boast a head among them. Of all the saintly legends in this category, none is more beautiful or richer in poetic fancy than that of St. Leonard. In the far distant days when Sussex was a vast forest, a hermit took up his abode there. He was called Leonard, and had been a courtier to Clovis, the Frankish king, and afterwards a disciple of St. Remigius. At first, nothing disturbed the serenity of the hermit's solitude, but when a multitude of nightingales began to haunt the vicinity of his cell, the pious hermit found their singing a distraction to his meditations and an interference with the performance of his sacred offices, so he bade them depart. The nightingales obeyed his behest and have never returned to that spot, so that year by year, while every other copse and thicket in the county has resounded with the songs of nightingales, St. Leonard's forest has remained silent. But the saint soon found that the forest contained another denizen, a dragon of immense strength and great malignity, the dread of all the villages for miles around. Many and fierce were the encounters between the saint and the monster, and although the former was often sorely wounded, he drove his antagonist farther and farther into the recesses of the forest, till at last the creature disappeared in the underwood and was thought to be slain. The scenes of these successive combats are revealed afresh every year, when beds of fragrant lilies spring up wherever the earth was sprinkled by the blood of the warrior saint. But the marvels of medieval mysticism in this case are not stranger than the sequel to the legend, a circumstantially reported reappearance of the dragon in Puritan times, centuries afterwards. A work published in 1614 gravely reported that at Faygate near Horsham had appeared that year a terrible and noisome serpent, 9 feet in length, with a quantity of thickness about the midst, and having on each side 2 great bunches as big as a large football, which it is thought would grow into wings. So rare a monster was best destroyed without delay, so it was at once hunted with the aid of 2 powerful mastiffs, both of which it speedily killed and devoured. And though we are informed in veracious print of the many slaughters both of men and cattle by the strong and violent poison of this creature lurking in St. Leonard's forest only 30 miles from London in this present month of August 1614, the final disposition of the monster is left unrevealed, which is not an unfitting ending to a tale so very engaging, and one which offers so wide a field for speculation.